we're rounding out the week of what some books you never hear from have to teach us. We've had some good ones, right? Obadiah, Nahum, Malachi, 3rd John, and next we go one book over to Jude. Growing up, I knew nothing about Jude except for it was the thing that rhymed with dude for like the New Testament rap he did to learn all the books. You know, 3rd John, Jude, Revelation ends it, dude. Yeah, I did watch the Bible library in this one to see what on earth I talked about with you. I did actually not bad. I did sing "Hey Jude" and changed the lyrics very cleverly, so I'm not going to do that again. The internet only needs that once, but if you're morbidly interested, Bible Library Jude. Anyway, it has a playlist. It's great. Jude. It talks about one of the very common teachings in the New Testament, especially these late epistles. Paul kind of dabbles in it, but it's more Jude and Timothy, the Timothys. I guess Paul does like in 2nd Thessalonians and some other places. Galatians, certainly. Gosh, I forgot about Galatians. How did I forget about Galatians? False teachers. Yes, that's literally what this whole book's about. Because, the church is early on in its existence. It wants to, people are curious, and there's good news to be had, and the church will take off. And it's interesting, like in this book and others, like I said, Jude is very cognizant that we're teaching the right things, that we're all on the same page, which the church, we have schisms down the road. But anyway, more or less on the same page. And right teaching is important, which I would take out of this. Education, passing on the faith to the next generation. It's important. It's paramount, according to Jude, right? We have to get this right. Because if we're teaching our people the wrong thing, if they don't know how to express their faith, in fact, you know what? And more I'm thinking about this, maybe the Living Waters, the ELCA as a whole, we need to hear from Jude. It's important to teach about our faith. It's important to know our stuff. Because if our faith guides our life, every decision we make, we need to know what we're talking about. We need to perhaps know these books like Jude that no one else talks about. Right? I did resist the urge, by the way, when we were in Malachi, to talk about the passage of "Do not rob God," because that would be a hilarious stewardship campaign. Can you imagine? Usually stewardship campaigns are "Give back to God as we do not rob God." Anyway, but here, same thing with Jude. Some of these books are a little more heavy-handed in the States. It made me think of it. Where's the pad? Oh no, it reset my page. I hate when that happens. There's a great line in here. Oh well, it's gone. There we go. Imagine the bumper stick. Jude 1:16. These are the grumblers and malcontents. They indulge their own lusts. They are bombastic in speech, flattering people for their own advantage. What a lovely verse, right? Grumblers, especially. Do we know any? There's no grumblers in churches ever. Anyway, I sometimes grumble, especially when I'm hungry. I grumble. Anyway, I'm really getting. You can tell it's a Friday video. I'm really getting off topic here. But yes. So it's important to have right teaching. This is why we confirm. This is why we have Sunday school. This is why we have adult education. This is why we have videos talking about Scripture while having coffee together. This is why we have Lee, who's a wonderful youth and family minister, teaching by Karen Lee's Christian Education Adults, right? This is important. It's one of our 5 tenets in our Be the Church campaign last year, right? It's biblical. It's very biblical. I'd also say that Jude talks about the importance of community. He's writing to the entire church that he has this relationship with. So clearly there's mentorship happening. It's important that it's not that Jude is doing everything or the church is doing it. Rather, it's a team effort that they are working together to proclaim the good news and have right teaching. It even closes with a blessing and benediction that we are sent out to do this work together. It's a team effort. We all have gifts and callings. So I think Jude taps into that as well. All right. Whew. 5 books that we otherwise, I have no idea when we would have ever possibly covered. We did it. We did it! So like I said, we now have, hold on, let me pull up the list. We now have only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 books we haven't used yet. And I know a bunch of them, like, they're definitely going to come up. Like, it's going to happen. Wait, did I get that right? Yes. It's going to happen. Oh, wait, maybe it's 11. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7. Oh, it's 11. 11. This is why I'm a pastor. Don't need to do math. Okay, so 11 books, but that'll happen. Maybe we'll have another week like this at some point where we'll just knock out 5 talking about what they can teach us. But I don't think so. I think it's pretty rich. So this week was huge for our mission to talk about every book in the Bible while having coffee together. Have a great weekend. I'll see you on Sunday, and I promise I won't talk about a book that is obscure, really short, or abstract.